That is the worst way of doing it, by the way. So whenever you guys are out in the real world and you guys decide to do that, if I see it, that's what I'm thinking. God, I can't believe I taught that person. So right now I am doing a standard bowler splint wrap, but I will bring this up into a long arm splint. Now if I was going to make this removable, what I would have to do is roll a cast. I'd have to make a whole cast, bivalve it, meaning cut it down on both sides, take the front portion of it, throw it in the garbage, let them keep the back portion and wrap it with an ace wrap. That's how you really make a removable one. That's why later on when you get to long arm cast, I make you guys to make one of these removable. "90 degrees, elbow."
In the video, you use that soft roll.
I did use soft roll in the video, yep.
Is that something
we do
you would...
all my splints with soft roll before I use a web roll. This will be used for radial head fractures, supracondylar fractures. Supracondylar fractures, very popular in children. See how I'm kind of angling up as high as I can with my padding? And instead of going around and around and around the elbow, I'm actually taking and just tearing off my web roll. Because what am I doing by just going round and round and round? You can make it too tight right here in the antecubital space. You get this big wad of padding there. Two finger breaths from the axilla, 2 to 3. I tell you 2 because you'll get 3. And you want to angle it up to the greater throat, which is right here. I'm going to pad a little bit more. Gloves. Damn you guys. Bucket of water. Got it.
Never mind.
Got it.
You guys know what it is. I'm not saying nothing. I've gotten myself in plenty of trouble.
That would be a UCSD mic thing. You add stockinette first.
I mean, that seems like a clever idea. My opinion, because you could get it all the way up to the axilla and then wrap it.
You can do it either way. It doesn't have to be done.
Right.
It does make it look better, but it doesn't make any difference in anything else.
Did you pre-measure that or something? I missed that.
No, I didn't. I'm guessing.
You guys have your own language?
Normally pretty good
I
at
thought you
this.
had your own language.
So I took a 5x30 and I've taken 2 4x15s.
And there's no measuring of those, right? That's just like
No measuring of these as well. You guys can measure. I think I have enough time to make any trims or cuts if I need to. What I do back here, see what happens? You get the dog ears? As So I will actually fold it back on itself. So I try to avoid those dog ears. Make sense?
Yes.
This is our one and done? We're screwed. Hey, you feel me? You know what I'm talking about. We're in trouble.
Relax a little bit. Don't have to lean over. You're all tense. Relax. Then I add some struts, because this is not going to be strong enough by itself. No way. So I'll add struts.
Is there any rules about how,
There is
how you...
another way of making this where they make a cooptation splint and a sugar tong all at the same time. So they put a sugar tong on, and then they put the cooptation on. That's another way of doing it. Tom is very highly against that. So am I.
Is there any rule as far as the angles on the struts or how high they have to go
You
on those?
just want 90 degrees at the elbow.
Right.
I'm not too concerned right now about his position.
I know, right?
Because I know I'm going to get ultimately what I want. He's close.
He's deviated.
Can you hand me that little...
He's got it right there.
So I pronate him, bring him in. I'll actually put the cast or splint, relax, in the position where he's going to hold it most of the time. This is where they're going to hold it. They're not going to hold it out here. They're going to hold it close to their body, typically in a sling for support. 90 degrees, 15, 20 degrees, dorsiflexion, slight pronation, and I'm just going to hold him and make sure he doesn't move because he's a tense guy. And he's kind of tense is the wrong thing you can be as a patient. Makes you hurt more. You're firing muscles you don't need to fire. Same as a volar splint. I don't angle it up volarly. It just captures him kind of more ulnarly. But it does go right below the MCP, so he can bend his metacarpals all the way down.
So that mid-palmar crease then?
I don't cut it at an angle, no. No. You're going to see when I take the ace wrap off exactly what the position of this splint and how it goes on him. These work and do a pretty good job providing that you do it one quick and you hold the patient until it is completely dry. But once it's dry, it's pretty strong. It's very strong. If I didn't add the struts, it would break pretty much with just their arm, you know, with the weight of their arm.
Do you ever get wrinkles in like the struts, or you don't really have to worry about that too much?
You do. You can. Do you have to worry about it? Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely do.
And you get them all
There's no, where the struts kind of come in and attach to the posterior splint, it's going to look like there's a wrinkle there because you have, you have 16 layers of plaster all attaching in the same place. So it's just going to be a big glob of plaster right there, but it's not up against the skin.
So you get the struts and the splint all, you get them all wet at the same time as opposed
Yep.
to...
I do. I let it all dry together. Makes it stronger.
Have to be quick with that.
You can see, you can bend his MCP all the way down. Straight posterior splint, medial lateral struts. I folded it over on itself, the dog ears.
Yeah.
I just take them and fold it back on itself. I don't fold them underneath to the patient. Fold them back on itself so it stays smooth on the inside. Yep, makes it stronger right there. I do the same thing with a bulky Jones sometimes if I'm adding a posterior splint. Bulky Jones is for the ankle. Because the ankle is real thin, you're using 5-inch plaster, I'll take and fold it over there.
Bless you.
Are you purposely leaving like a little gap in between the...
No, sometimes those gaps, sometimes there is no gap. Sometimes there is no gap.